What up? This is on a sequel to sobriety. My name is Rob, and I'm an alcoholic and drug addict. So I was talking about how I broke the trust in my home, how I came up on my mom, and parents are gonna be parents, and they're gonna forgive their children most of the time. And this was one of the times where they forgave me. After we had the conversation where I admitted that I was on my drug addiction, my parents made a deal with me. They asked me, "Do you want to change? Do you want to stop what you're doing?" Of course, I said, "Yeah." I wanted to please them. I didn't want to stop for me. I wanted to stop for them. So I said, yes, I agreed. And they're like, okay, you're going to have to listen to everything we say, though. You can't question it, go against it. Just do what we say. And I said, okay. My dad said, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to come down for 3 days. Go to the room, sleep it off. There's going to be plenty of rice and beans and tortillas for you to eat whenever you get up and you're hungry. He's like, you're going to make yourself a protein drink with Tampico, crack an egg in it, put it in the blender, chug that down. That's going to be your breakfast, or whenever you feel like you need a boost, that's what you're going to drink. I said, all right. 3 days passed, slept it all off, whatever's. Parents were asking me along those 3 days, like, hey, how you feeling? You feeling good? Yeah, I'm feeling good. 3 days, all right, you ready to go back? Ready to go back to work? Look for a job? I was like, yeah, okay. So I felt like they gave me all that trust back. All that trust that I lost, I felt like they gave it back to me. They're like, okay, here's one more opportunity for you. Let's see what you can do with it. Week passed by, and like one of my homies hit me up. Man, I hate that I can't snap with that hand. One of my homies hit me up, and we were gone. Off to the races. I started going even harder than before because inside of me, I was still hurt. I broke my own heart for what I did to my parents, and I was still feeling the heavy effects of losing trust in my own house. And even though they had said that they were ready to move on, they forgave me, I couldn't forgive myself. So that was just lingering in my head and deep down in my soul. So that's when I started to use the excuse of, I gotta smoke the pain away. Started smoking. Obviously, I don't have a job. Super duper high. I need to get more. One day, it sucks. One day, I'm in one of the spots. I'm in my house. Because I didn't know what to say because I don't want to say exactly where my parents had their stuff at. So I'm just esculcando, just searching through stuff, and I find a box, and the box looked a little tampered with, and I've seen this box there in this particular spot for months and months and months, and it never moved. But I was just like, oh, whatever, it's just one of their things. And I was just like, and then that particular day, I saw that there was a piece of clear tape on it. I was just like, oh. And you know what I mean? It caught my attention. I was just like, let me see what's up in here. I took it out, opened it up. I see a big old fat envelope. I was like, what? What's this? What is right here? Took out the envelope out the box. Big full envelope full of cash. I was like, fuck. I was like, just let me take a little 20 from the back. Because I noticed the way I don't know who was lining it up, right? I don't know if it was my dad or mom, but the way they lined it up was a few bills here, and they did have like a placeholder, and then a few bills here. A placeholder, obviously, meaning like this money is for this money for that. I was like, I'll just take one from the back, a little dub. They're not gonna notice the difference. Took 20. I was happy as fuck because I could go to the connect now. I could be like, hey, what's up, fool? Got 20 bucks, dog. Let me come through. I was gonna be welcomed and accepted with open arms from the connect, and I could post up there for a while. I don't have to go look for work. I could be right there. So we did that. Next day, I already knew where the stash is at. Esperé que se descuidara un poquito mis papás. Boom, back in the spot. This time, took 40. Came up, did the same thing, hit the Neko. Neko said, vente pa acá, compa, cállate aquí, gástate tus $40. Hell yeah. So, next day, around this time, my homie lived in TJ. And he was always inviting me, like, hey, fool, come to TJ, Kyle. You know, the stuff right here is way cheaper, half the price, maybe even more than less than half the price. Over there in TJ was $5 over there, gets you a 20 here. So I was like, hell yeah, I'm fucking down to do that shit. So anybody that is a drug addict on my level, we go big, literally, go big or go home. So next day, and you know what? I still had a job. Now that I remember, I still had a job in this time, but I had the I know you had the uniforms for sure. I'm in my uniform, telling my parents I'm going to work, según, because I'm going to be out all night. You know what I mean? I already know I'm going to be gone. So según I'm packing my, and still up to this day, my jefita would pack me my lunch in a little brown bag, 2 bologna sandwiches and some Pringles. And I went in to the spot. This time I didn't bother to move, to take out the envelope and just get a 20 from the back. This time I stashed the whole envelope in my freaking my backpack, and I bounced. And the first thing I swear that I felt like really, like, I felt vibes coming off. Like I knew it was a setup. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew it, but I didn't care because I was gonna get away no matter what. Put that envelope full of money in my bag. Bounced. As soon as I left outside of the door, as soon as I took 2 steps out the front door, turned off my phone because I already knew that something was gonna happen. So I booked it, right? I didn't run, but I kind of sped walk to the bus stop. And I knew, which is the most fucked up part, is that my parents just están viejitos, they're not gonna chase me. What are they gonna do? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? What are they gonna do? What are they really gonna do? So I went to the bus stop and I remembered, like, oh shit, I gotta hit up my homie that I'm on my way. So I turned my phone on. I had the Obama phone. Turned it on, and ding, 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 ding. Bunch of text messages from my jefita. I'd be like, hey, I already know what you did. Bring back the money. I don't care what you're doing. Just bring back the money. All we want is the money back. All we want is the money back. And I was just like, fuck. Voicemails from my mom. She's like, I already know you have the envelope, Rob. Bring the money back. We don't care. Just bring the money back. I sent the message to my homie that I'm on my way. Turned off my phone again. And I started feeling some type of way. Like, man, I knew I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't be stealing from my parents. But the want inside, deep down in my soul, I wanted to get high more than anything. I don't care. I didn't care too much, obviously, that I had to take from my parents in order for me to get high. So I took the money and went to TJ. When I was in TJ, though, tenía un rayo desapendejador. I don't know how to say it in English, but I thought clearly for a second. I was like, I can't do this to my parents, dog. Yeah, I have the money here, but I can't waste all of it. I mean, I'm entitled to some of it. I'm entitled to get high tonight. So what I did was I spent $60. I bought four big ass sacks, a brand new pipe, lighters, and I was just posted with the homies all night, man, whatever. And I had a good ass time. All that material and all that stuff, I had to bring it back from TJ. Prison pocket status. That's the only way I knew how to bring it back. So I roll up and I get back across. I take the bus back to the apartments. I have everything inside my backpack. I have the sacks, brand new pipe, lighter, and I'm like, hell yeah, I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? And I only wasted $60 from all that envelope of money. So I felt like I was okay. Like nothing was really gonna happen to me. My parents shouldn't even be tripping because they owe me these $60, as a matter of fact. So I get home. As soon as I opened the door, my fucking my dad jumped up. You guys know, like Shawn Michaels from the WWF, the way he jumps up, like a fucking ninja, dog. I've never seen my dad move this fast in his life. He fucking jumps up like boom. He's like, hey, what's up? Where my money at? Straight up. And I was like, what are you talking about? I don't have it. I was like, I don't have the money. He's like, don't lie to me. We know you took the money, Robert. And I was like, I don't have the money. I don't have any money there. I don't have your envelope of money. He's like, come here, give me your backpack. He grabs my freaking backpack, takes it from me. I don't know where he got all this strength from all of a sudden. Takes my backpack, slams it on the kitchen table, starts searching for the envelope. But I'm smart. Freaking smart. I don't know how I was fasting. I had that envelope inside the backpack too while he was looking for it. I don't know how I did it, but I slipped my hand in there real quick, took the envelope, put it in my back pocket. And he's looking, he's like, where is it at? Where is it at? And what does he come across? He's like, oh, this is where it's at. He takes out the sacks and the brand new pipa from my freaking backpack. He's like, this is what you spend my money on getting high, on doing these drugs. Yeah, you already know the history about these drugs and this and that. I thought we were on a brand new page and this and that. And I'm just like, wow, he was just scolding me like a motherfucker, right? And I didn't care because I was so smoked out of my brain. I was just like, come on, can this shit be over already? Just let me take my sacks and go to the room and then I'll be chilling. And my dad's like, you're tripping if you're gonna take this with you. And my mom was like, well, what is it? What is it? And he gives the baggies and the pipe to my mom. She's like, oh, why, Robert? Why? Just give us the money. Just give us the money. My dad's like, Robert, just give us the money. We know you have it. Just give it to us. And I was like, I don't have it. I don't have it. I swear. I swear to God. I don't have it. I don't know what it is, what type of beliefs my dad has, but for him, that's a big thing. If I would swear to God on something, like for him, he's like, he believes it almost, you know? He's like, because why would anybody swear to God about anything? Because that's like the most blasphemous thing you could do in the world. And he's like, wow. He's like, I don't know if I could believe you. He's like, maybe I'm tripping. Man. Dude, that shit fucked me up so bad when he was like, well, maybe I'm tripping. He's like, maybe I lost it. Maybe I don't know where it's at. He's like, maybe you don't have it. Man, that shit fucked me up. And I was like, yeah, I'm telling you, I don't have it. I didn't have the balls to give. I have the balls to steal from them, but I don't have the balls to man up and be like, here it is, Dad. I fucked up. I don't have the balls to do that shit. So what I did was when they were done with their investigation, they were done talking shit to me, all kinds of stuff, and then my dad just started fucking brain fucking himself. He's like, we don't have nothing else to say to you. They held me there for like over an hour, maybe hour and 15, 20 minutes. And all I wanted to do was go. I was high as fuck. All I wanted to do was go to my room. They finally cut me loose to my room. I had the envelope of money with me. And in my room I had the master bedroom. So when you walk in, is the as soon as you walk into the hallway, it's the little toilet room. It's just the little bathroom, it's just the toilet. And then that we all knew that was my dad's toilet. So we really didn't use it. He had all his paperwork right there, all kinds of shit. So what I did was got that envelope and I just left it on top of all his paperwork. And I noticed that it didn't move from there for a while. And then eventually I had to go tell him, like, hey, did you see what I left you there? Dude, he's like, don't talk to me. My mom didn't want to talk to me either. And they had what fucked me up was screw. What really fucked with my head though was that my mom had put the sack inside of the neck of the pipe and she left it on top of the stereo system that they have right there. So it was on display. The pipa, the sack, and then the other sack right next to it. And it was just right there for days. Every time I would pass by, because I would go get something to eat, I'd be like, fuck. Like, I need that right there. Let me get that. And it was fucked up. But right there, if I thought the vibe changed the last time I came up on them, this time the vibe was completely gone. This time the vibe was completely cut in half. There was no vibe besides hatred, is what I felt from my parents. Disappointment. Obviously, they couldn't have me there anymore. And me, I started coming down. Once you start coming down, you get me personally, I get very emotional and I start thinking about all the things I did. I start seeing reality, son. And I start tripping. I'm like, wow, what did I do? I shouldn't have done that. All the regret kicks in. I'm like, dude, I shouldn't have done that. I should have done this. And all I had to do was go to work. And now I'm like schooling myself. You know what I mean? Me estoy cagando el palo yo mismo. And like, wow. And that's when I decided that like, I can't be here anymore. I can't live in a house where they don't trust me. I can't live in a house where they don't love me. I can't be in a house where they don't really want to see me succeed. Look how fucked up I twisted my mind into thinking that shit. And instead of just manning up and telling the truth and having an actual conversation with my parents. And my parents wanted to send me to rehab. My dad got me. He's like, so what's up? He's like, do I gotta send you to rehab? And I already knew stories of rehab, like, cause rehab to me back then, that's where all the bums and all the drug addicts go. I'm not a drug addict. I don't have a problem, and I'm not a bum because I still have a roof over my head. So I was just like, nah. I was like, nah, I don't gotta go to rehab. He's like, Rob. He's like, how are you gonna let something that has no body, no legs, no hands, no face, no brain? How are you gonna let that shit control you? I was like, I don't know, Dad. I don't know, but it controls me, and it has the best in me, and it has me by my balls. He said, do you need to do something? You really need to change. But I couldn't change. I didn't want to change. I wanted to keep getting high regardless of the price that I had to pay for it. If I had to lose my parents' trust, then I lost it. If I had to steal from my parents, then I stole from them. If I had to steal from my brothers, my sisters, my nieces, whoever, then I would come up from them because getting high to me, feeling that emotional relief of being on a sick one was the most important thing in my life and in my world at that time. All I wanted was to be high in my room and left in peace. And I couldn't get peace in my house anymore because they had it against me. They didn't love me anymore. So this was the beginning of the end for how fucked up I used to treat my parents. Because eventually I had to leave. But it took me a couple weeks to actually leave, and I'm gonna be getting into all of that.